Hello! So, you want to know about map testing. Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. But here's the video to help you understand. Anyway, so you're going to log in. I have given you my username and password. It is on my Things to Know page. So you'll sign in with those and you'll hit login. Just like most websites, you log in. Here's kind of the main starting page here for what you are going to be doing with the students next week. Or this week, whenever you decided you've watched this video, you're going to go over here to Manage Test Sessions. All right, Manage Test Sessions, and click on Manage a Test Session. And now, you're going to go to Test My Class. The nice thing about having my login is that Test My Class pulls all my kids up right away. So you're just going to Test My Class, and this loads up. And this loads up. There we go. And here are all of the students. So, a couple things to know here. When map testing starts, you're going to want to write the session name and the password on the board. This is what all the students need so they can get into this test. All right, so you're going to start, you're going to say session name and write whatever it happens to be. And then you'll write password and write whatever that happens to be. Nice and big on the board so everyone can see it. All right, and then before, I like to do this before kids even get into the room, but you're going to want to select all the students and assign them their test. So when you do that, here's the list of all the students here. You're going to say select status and select all. All right, and now they're going to be all selected here. Great, that's what we want. You're going to go over here to assign test. You're going to assign test, and a pop-up comes up. And you're going to choose which test you're going to want to give. We give the growth tests. If you scroll down, there's screening tests. We don't do the screening tests. We do the growth tests. We do this Math 6, Reading 6 plus, Science 6 through 8, and Language 2 through 12. Okay, so those are the 4 tests we do. You'll start with Math, and I have the whole list given there. All right, so you'll assign their test. Let's say we assign a math. Now, they all have math here. As they are logging in, as they're getting ready to be a part of this test, their status here will change from a waiting student to ready to be confirmed. Okay, so let's say that Hannah was ready to be confirmed, and the status changes as ready to be confirmed. You're going to click on her name. You're going to say, you can just say confirm right up here, and that will confirm her, and she'll just get started right into that test. There will be some things. For the most part, these kids have been doing map testing that their computers are all set up well. Some kids will need to turn off their pop-up blockers. If their pop-up blockers are on, then they won't be able to access the test. Their pop-up blocker needs to be off. And the frustrating thing is it's different for literally every computer and every browser, and if they probably won't know how to do it. So that is an aspect to this that gets frustrating, is working with them, but you're going to work with them to turn their pop-up blockers off so that they can access this test. Just guessing who that would be Amaya, that would be Tessa, and that would be Amanda. They're my new students in this class, and so those 3, and Samantha maybe. Those 4 would be the ones that I would imagine might have pop-up blocker troubles. All right, so once they're in the test, they're going to be testing, so great. If they start going too quickly, if they start just speeding through questions, this rapid guesses comes up. And they get a few times where the computer knows that they're just clicking through without taking any thought. And so it might eventually pause them. And it might say, you're paused. You need to slow down, take a breath, try again. This right here is what you type into their computer. You type in the PIN into their computer so that you can unpause them. There'll be something... a pause occurred, what should I do? Help them re-engage. You might need to click on their name. If Gigi is rushing through things, you'll click on her name and say resume, and then I can't resume her, but she would be resumed, and then you would put this pin in, and that would help her get back into the test. All right. For one of the days, there are 2 tests that will be given. And so when students finish their first test, they will you will have to click on their name and select action and say test again. As long as it says completed, you can test again, and then you're going to assign them their second test. So that's either reading or language. I think we do reading first. That one takes the most time. We do reading first, and then we do language after. So once they finish their reading test, you're going to come back in and assign them their language test, and that test will now be assigned. You can change an assigned test, and they'll have to sign back in with the information on the board, click on their name, do all the things, and then they'll be into that test. You'll confirm them again. Once you've assigned them a second test, you need to confirm them into that second test. So Wednesday is that day where there's a little more paying attention to what's going on with them working and making sure they're all in the testing like they need to be. All right, that was a very, very quick run through. Lots of things are going to pop up. There's always something that happens. Thankfully, these kids know pretty well what they're doing. But if you have any questions, please go talk to Allison. She is kind of the map specialist up here, so she can give you all the things you need to know. Thank you so much.